Hey guys, look, I'm going to read a verse to you that you've heard over and over again in Christian circles. Here's the thing. It is really just key to summing everything up, all right? Therefore, all things whatsoever ye would that men should do to you, do ye even so to them, for this is the law and the prophets. Now, of course, this isn't a salvation issue. Salvation is the only way you make it to heaven. But if I were to sum up the teachings of the Bible beyond salvation, it'd be just this. However you want to be treated, treat other people. I mean, if you, if you're in a job and you're like, man, I should have got that promotion. Are you encouraging and building people, or are you just after promotion? If you're at a restaurant and you decide not to tip someone well, I mean, if you were that waitress or waiter, would you want to be tipped well? Would you have a desire to do that? You say, well, that's dependent on how well they do. Well, no, it's really dependent on how much money you put down on there. And here's the thing, helping someone, encouraging someone, loving someone, it is, you can do this anywhere at any time. You can figure out a way to love someone, to help someone, to encourage someone. If you want someone to be kind to you, be kind. Now, look, this seems like a children's lesson, but this is a lesson all of us as adults should be learning. It's very simple. Treat people the way you want to be treated. And that's called reaping and sowing. There's certainly still going to be people who treat you horribly. All right. But you are going to get back what you put into people, as far as even if it's someone else that treats you wonderfully because you treated another person wonderfully. It is just the way this works. It is a law, folks. It is a law. And here's the thing. It says, look, instead of, the Jews had so many laws, hundreds and hundreds of laws that they had to apply to their lives. He says, look, I'm telling you, you can sum them all up into these. Here's the thing. You can sum up every law that is in America right now. Despite, well, in the case of some illegal and immoral laws, you could say it's almost the opposite. But it all centers around the Ten Commandments. And it all boils down to, are we treating other people the way they ought to be treated and how we want to be treated? Are we stealing when we don't want someone else to steal? Are we committing adultery when we don't want anyone else to steal from us, a person from us, or a relationship from us? Are we doing that? The key is you've got to treat people the way you want to be treated. That sums up everything we see in the Word, okay? To be saved is to go to heaven. Everything else is summed up in treat others the way you want to be treated. Love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, soul, mind, and strength. And love your neighbor as yourself. That sums it all up. Jesus even said it. Sums it all up. Love you guys. Bye-bye.